Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're back at it, playing with the deck that got me into League 10 pretty easily last season, starting with the Royal Recruits in the back, as our opponent drops the Valkyrie going down our left lane. So let's figure out what this deck is before we do anything too crazy. Magic Archer as well, so it's going to be pretty interesting. We're going to go with Ram Rider here. It unfortunately does get pulled by the Inferno Tower. It does get pulled by Bomb Tower in that exact same position, but it looks like we should be able to take out that Magic Archer. And we do have two Royal Recruits there on the left without their shield, forcing out Skeleton Army. So Skeleton Army, Inferno Tower, Magic Archer, Valkyrie. Not really sure what he's running. Barbarian will get a hit off, so that's pretty nice, obviously. We're going to go with the Bomber going down the left lane. And okay, so there is maybe a win condition. I'm wondering if he's running Battle Ram with this, because I feel like that would make sense. And if he does, he would probably go down the right lane. Wow, okay. I mean, if he's just going to throw away Elixir like that, we'll definitely take it. We'll go with the Little Prince going down the left lane here. Let's be a little bit cautious. We'll go Royal Recruits and see if we can get an offense going. There's the Magic Archer. We're going to go with the Ram Rider here. I think that Inferno Tower is completely out of place, and that's going to allow our Ram Rider to dash on through and tank for our Little Prince, as the Little Prince absolutely demolishes that Princess Tower. And the Little Prince helps finish everything up, so that's quite great for us. Bomber's going to finish that up. We're just going to go Barbarian Barrel right here, not give him any chip damage. 4 Elixir in our Elixir bank. We should be okay. We have our Inferno Tower and we have our Royal Recruits, both really good against the P.E.K.K.A, of course. And let's see if our opponent's going to put up a fight. Okay, so there's the Hog Rider. Hog Rider P.E.K.K.A, definitely interesting choice. We will hold on to our Royal Recruits for his P.E.K.K.A as he drops it right there. It's going to be kind of interesting. We'll go Royal Recruits here. I'm expecting him to go with the Magic Archer. It's fine if he takes out the Little Prince. I'm not too worried about it. I'm surprised he's starting it from so far back. But hey, you know, it is what it is. I'll definitely take it. We're going to Arrows this down here. I don't think we've played Arrows much all of this game. Oh, what? That's really lucky right there. But that's okay. We're going to go with the Barbarian Barrel, clean most of that stuff up. And we're going to Arrows this down. We just need to take out that big P.E.K.K.A first. The Hog Rider, I'm not as worried about. We're just going to poison this. Poison down the bats. And we're going to go with the Little Prince here as well. And I think that's going to be good game, well played. We're going to have the Bomber on that Magic Archer. We'll go Barbarian Barrel right here. And just like that, it's going to be a really, really easy match to start off the video. Let's get on to another one. Alright, on to the next match here. Starting off with Bomber in our opening hand. We'll cycle Bomber. Bomber is always a safe card to cycle in this deck because you have so many other things for swarm control. You have arrows, you have the poison, you have the Barbarian Barrel, you even have the Little Prince ability. Looks like it is probably going to be a Lava Hound deck of sorts. Dropping poison right here, I think it's worth it. There's the Lava Hound. So this deck is going to be, I would say we have a 45-55 win rate against Lava Hound, depending on the version and also how good they are. We're going to go with Little Prince here, at least preserve it. I could have gone with the Ram Rider, but not really feeling it. The problem is with now whether or not he has the balloon. We're going to go like this. We're also going to go Barbarian Barrel for that Bomber. And let's get arrows saved up for this Lava Hound here. Arrows will drop down right now, so obviously not played the best. I will be the first to admit, not played the best. But we're going to drop a Bomber right here. That should be able to kite that one Skeleton Dragon. Yeah, that's the Skeleton Dragon I care about. I don't want him doing too much damage. On that left side, that's already down. And okay, so now that we know he's got the Void Spell, we have to be cognizant of that. We can go with the Inferno Tower up high first. And let's get a Ram Rider going. And let's just hover it, hover it, hover it. Okay, we're going to drop the Ram Rider right there. That should protect against all 3 shots, which is quite sweet. And the Ram Rider is actually going to help chip that down and also distract the Lava Puff. So that's really, really nice right there. We do have the Barbarian Barrel, of course, to distract the Inferno Dragon. Barbarian Barrel will come down right now. And we're in a pretty decent spot. I don't really know what he has. in the way of either barbarians or the or a balloon. So I guess we will find out. He's kind of reluctant to play anything that's really giving. He does have Valkyrie, so I mean maybe that could be a thing. Well, I'm kind of surprised. Maybe he does have balloon, and he may just try to apply some pressure right here, going down the right lane. Oh, I'm kind of surprised he didn't. Now let's see if he's got the barbarian. Oh, he doesn't have it. Okay. Maybe he's just the Inferno Dragon on defense. Okay, that's going to be pretty decent for us because we'll go Barbarian Barrel right here. The problem is it kind of nullifies our ability to use our Evil Bomber as a secondary win condition. So that's something we'll have to keep in mind here. We're going to drop Poison, and we'll go with the Ram Rider here. That should protect our Little Prince. That's really, really nice stuff. Our Little Prince is still alive. He does have the Evil Valkyrie, unfortunately. And let's see, we're just going to arrows this down. It should switch targets. Okay, we're gonna do this. I think we should be okay here. We're gonna go Ram Rider, help chip that down. And then we're gonna drop the poison on top of this. That should kite most of those stuff back. Bomber should get taken out, I think. And then we'll go with our Inferno Tower here for the Valkyrie. So it doesn't look like he's gonna have anything that's gonna be too much of a threat. Little Prince, okay, Lava, oh, actually popped it forward, so that's actually good for us. Alright. We do have to play this a little bit aggressively now. We may just go in. I don't think he's got the Valkyrie anymore. Or the Evil Valkyrie. Ram Rider should be able to provide quite a bit of value for us. Ooh, okay, we have 2 more row recruits. Oh, it dashed onto the wrong thing. That's going to be really, really close. That's a good game, well played. You can't win them all. Slight misplay there. I should have waited for the Ram Rider to get behind a couple more row recruits, but it is what it is. You live and you learn. Let's get on to another one. Alright, getting to another match here. We don't have any of our evolutions in our starting hand. Barbarian Barrel is always a safe way to start out the match if you are being a little impatient or you just want to cycle something. You can always go Barbarian Barrel. You have a lot of other things for crowd control. We're able to force out an Ice Spirit, if you want to call that force out. We do have row recruits with the Bomber coming up next. We may just drop the row recruits. If this was not a video, I definitely would have waited, but I definitely don't want to wait too much. Keep the video going. We're going to go with Little Prince here most likely, depending on how he wants to play this. Okay, there's the Mega Knight, so glad I didn't do that. We're going to go with the Bomber here, and then we'll drop Poison on top of everything. Bomber should be able to, yeah, turns around, starts working on the Mega Knight. Pretty sweet stuff. Barbarian Barrel should help take out the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and bring it back. Very, very nice defense right there. The Bomber is quite clutch on defense because the Inferno Tower obviously only hits one target and hits it pretty hard, but it's really bad against Swarm, and outside of bats or minions, Bomber is really good for a big push. So really, really glad to have that in the deck, and that's really why I have it in the deck. On top of the Evolution Bomber being a secondary win condition, more or less. Okay, so this is going to get a little bit interesting right here. Yeah, we're going to have to go Bomber, and we're going to use our ability. The bat's going to cause problems for us, obviously. We're just going to arrows this down here. And Night Witch doesn't even get a shot off, so that's pretty clean considering the situation we were in. Ooh. Okay, we'll go Barbarian Barrel. I think we did it fast enough. Nice. I think that's going to give us King Tower activation, which is going to be really clutch. As you can see, our opponent's pretty aggressive with bats, with the Mega Knight tanking for him, and then dropping a Miner. So going with Night Witch, pretty interesting. He's just focused on, I mean, we'll take it because he's gonna have to somehow come up with some defense against everything else. We'll go Evil Bomber. We'll go Evil Bomber right here. That should be able to help clean everything up. As you can see, it's just clapping everything and absolutely wrecking everything right there. We're gonna arrows this down. Ooh, I was expecting to hit that E-Spear, but I went a little bit too far to the left to try to catch the Firecracker as well. Okay, Inferno Tower right here. If he zaps, we'll just bring it to the King Tower. Or We can even go a little spicier. We'll go with the Royal Recruits, and then we'll go Bomber. That does get splash damage, which is pretty wild to say. We're gonna drop Poison right here. It doesn't hit the evil Firecracker, but the Firecracker does walk right back and allowing us to take that out without too much of a struggle. He drops the Mega Knight, and I think he just gave up his mini P.E.K.K.A, so I don't know what he has to defend that. Inferno Tower right there, and the Ram Rider is able to break on through, and he didn't zap. So that's going to be really, really big for us on defense. We're going to go Royal Recruits. The Miner, especially with the King Tower activation, it's going to basically just be tickle damage. We're going to arrows this down here. And applying pressure on both lanes, he just drops the Night Witch, not knowing what to do in the middle, allowing us to take that right side tower in dominant fashion. Let's hop into one more. Alright, last match of the video. Going up against Dagger Duchess. We can cycle Bomber. Bomber, Barbarian Barrel, of course, either one is a really good way to cycle. Okay, Skeleton King, which means I'm expecting Skeleton Barrel, maybe the Graveyard, just a bunch of Swarm. We're gonna use our Little Prince ability right now. That should help us, at least for a little bit. We're gonna poison this. It could also be that dirty Elixir Golem deck that I've seen maybe last season and a couple seasons ago. We'll see if that's gonna be the case here. Elixir Golem got a little bit of a rework. Okay, there's the bats. I think it is that deck that I was thinking of. We'll go Royal Recruits right here. He doesn't have Skeleton King for, I think, 1 or 2 more. Yeah, it is that deck, especially with the Night Witch. This is about to be filthy because we did give up the poison. And he may be back to, yeah, Skeleton King. There's the Skeleton King. Oh, this is going to be rough, to say the least. Oh, I think he may have made a mistake right there. We're gonna go with the Barbarian Barrel, have it hit the Elixir Collector. That's worth it. He uses the ability last minute. I'm kind of surprised, but we'll cycle the Little Prince here just to prevent too much damage. He gave up the Elixir Collector in a really, really weird fashion. This deck that he's running typically doesn't have any great defense. It's just hoping to do more damage than you do on offense. So considering that, we should be able to whittle this Night Witch down almost completely. That's very nice that we're able to take that out and not have to worry about more bats being spawned and him dropping in Elixir Golem. I think the trick to beating this deck is if you're about to approach double Elixir with the rework of the Elixir Collector, definitely just ignore it and take your chances there. He does have arrows, so that's something we'll have to keep in mind, of course. He drops it right there. That's so surprising. We're gonna clip that. The Evil Bomber does get a shot off. That's pretty nice. And we're gonna arrows down the Evil Bats. And there goes the... Okay. We're gonna have to be a little bit careful here. Bomber should hit the... Yeah, okay, so it does take that out first, which is something I was worried about initially. We're gonna arrows this down here. That's gonna do a lot of damage. We're gonna go with the Royal Recruits, and then we need to get enough Elixir. 3 seconds, and then we can go with our Ram Rider here. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do it. We should be okay. There's a lot of spam that he just chose to drop. But I don't think he has enough for Elixir Golem, and we do get that last shot with the Ram Rider, which should put us in poison and arrows range, and basically escaping playing against a really, really dirty Elixir Golem deck. There's the game right there, that left side tower going down. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.